Thursday morning mindful movement. I have a bolster, a strap, and a blanket out. That's what I would recommend that you pull. We will get going. We'll get started using the bolster and maybe the blanket. If you'd like to roll the blanket and place that under your knees, you could do that with the bolster behind you. You don't have a bolster, just some large pillows or something that you can use for support. Lie back and adjust the shoulders, adjust the hips, adjust the arms, adjust the legs so that you're comfortable. And bring a smile to your face because you made it to your mat today. And let your body relax. Let go of any obligations, lists. Allow yourself to come into this moment, to be present right here. When you find that sense of presence, there's a feeling of calm. Nothing needs to be done in this moment. You can simply be. There may be areas in the body that you know right now need special attention, and honor that. Once we start to find movement, you may notice other areas that are talking to you. Take care of yourself here on the mat, whatever that means for you today. Start to awaken your fingers and your toes. Turn your head gently one direction and back to center in the other direction. Stretch your arms, head, slowly and gently. Lower the arms back down. Bend your knees one at a time. If you're using the blanket, your feet can come to the blanket, slide it either off to the side or beyond the foot of the mat. We'll plant the soles of the feet on the mat about hip width distance apart. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot, right ankle, opening the right leg out to the right. Return to center slowly. And open the left leg out to the left. And back to center. Then open both legs. You might want to use your fists under your hips for support. If not, decide what other position is comfortable for your arms. Let your legs soften. Let your glutes soften. Let your jaw soften. Bring the knees back up to center. You might want the hands on the outsides of the thighs to assist. And roll off of the support onto your side for a few breaths. And press yourself up to a seated position with your legs extended out in front. You can shift from side to side to center. Reach your arms out to the sides from the shoulders. And palms face forward. And reach the arms out in front. Palms come together. Interlace the fingers. And flip the palms out. Find a cat type stretch here. Tuck your chin. Find a rounding of the spine. And come back up. Turn the palms to face inward and switch the interlace of the fingers. And then take that again. Flip the palms out and find your cat stretch. Come back up, turn palms inward, release the interlaced fingers. And we'll set the fingertips behind, either out towards the beyond the edges of the mat or in a little closer, whatever's comfortable for the shoulders. And start to fold forward. Notice what's happening in the feet, what's happening in the legs. Let them relax. Come back up and twist to the right, keeping the arms low. and back to center, and twist to the left. Back to center. Find your strap, and we'll bend the right knee so the heel is rooted, the ball of the foot and the toes are lifted. Place the ball or place the strap on the ball of the right foot and hold on to the strap with the left hand. We'll bring the right arm around behind, plant the palm on the ground, and then lift your heel and extend the leg. Now, maybe it's close to the ground, maybe it's lifted up high. We don't want it lifted up high enough that you feel a rounding and curling. Let the chest stay open and sit nice and tall. And turn your head to the right. And if you'd like, you can lift the right arm behind you. You might find that you can lift the leg just a little bit higher. And if the arm is lifted, lower back down. Turn the head back to center. Put the bend back in the right knee. Remove the strap. We'll cross the right leg over the left. Again, nice open chest. And start to fold forward. Take your time coming back up and uncross your leg. And then we'll bend the left knee. Heel stays rooted, ball of the foot and the toes lift. And place the strap on the ball of the foot. Hold onto the strap with the right hand. Find the lift of the chest. And bring the left arm around behind. And then lift the left foot. Extend the leg. And keep the torso upright. And turn your head to the left. And if you'd like, add the lift of the left arm.
The left arm is lifted, lower the hand back down. Bring the head back to center and bend the knee, lower the heel down, remove the strap. And then cross the left leg over the right, outside of the foot or ankle onto the thigh. Relax the shoulders, open through the chest, and fold forward. Come back up, uncross the leg, shake the legs out a bit before putting a bend in both knees and bringing the soles of the feet together to touch. Need a little shifting again to center yourself. Hands can be on the ankles or on the feet. You might even open the feet like a book. Just as before, we start with a nice open chest, relaxed shoulders, and you can stay right here or begin to fold forward. And if you do fold forward, you can use the elbows to help work the legs open a little more. Take your time coming back up. If you've chosen to fold forward, we'll keep the legs right where they are. Reach your arms out in front, bend your elbows, and wrap the right arm under the left. Eagle arms. I take a partial rep on this side. If you want a full wrap, take that. Let the elbows draw down, but lift the chest, lift through the crown of the head. And then we'll lower the right ear towards the right shoulder. Back up, and left ear towards the left shoulder. Back up, and draw some circles with the elbows. They can be small circles, they can be large circles. Change direction of the circle. Back to center. and unravel the arms. Pause here for a moment. Notice how your neck and shoulders feel. And we'll stretch the arms out in front once again and bend the elbows, this time left arm under the right. Full wrap or partial wrap. We pull the elbows down, lift through the chest, relax the shoulders, relax the face. And lower your left ear towards your left shoulder. And back up. And right ear towards your right shoulder. And back up. And then we'll circle the elbows. And change direction. And back to stillness. And release. Now extend the legs out wide. Snap, crackle, and pop joints. Point the toes and flex, point and flex. Draw some circles. And find stillness. We'll slide the right hand down the right leg. Reach your left arm out and up and over. Keep the left shoulder drawing back. So you're finding the stretch through the left side. Very gently bring the arm back down and rise. And then turn towards the right leg. Relax the shoulders, lift the sternum. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, fold forward. You could walk the hands forward if you'd like. Level out the shoulders, squaring them to the ground. Walk the hands back in. Returning to an upright position and then return to center. Once you come to center, we'll slide the left hand down the left leg, reach the right arm out and up and over. It's bright today, so the birds are loud on the clock. Lower the arm back down and rise. And then turn towards the left leg. Inhale to lift and open. And exhale to fold. Again, we work on squaring the shoulders to the floor. Walk the hands back in. Once you come up, turn to center. And we'll fold right down the middle. You may prefer to bring in some support. It's an option. Notice where you feel the opening, the stretch. Relax and breathe. Keep your mind here in the present moment, feeling the breath, experiencing the sensations in the body. And perhaps folding just a little deeper. Take your time walking hands back in, returning to your upright position. And we will transition to table. When you come to your table, we'll take a little bit of wrist work. So keep one hand planted right where it is. Lift the other hand and flip the palm up, back of the hand down, fingertips point towards the knees. Wiggle the fingers. And release and take that on the other side. And release. Then curl the toes under, keep the knees down on the mat. Send the hips back to the heels. Palms stay planted out in front, either shoulder width distance apart or a little wider. And move through some cow and cat stretches in this position. Round your spine one direction and the other. And back to neutral. Lift the hips only as much as you need to untuck the toes. And let the hips come down to the heels once again, and we'll thread the needle. Bring the back of the right hand across the mat in front of the knees. Lower your shoulder and head down. If you'd like some extra support, here the blanket is a nice tool. And adjust the position of your head so that your neck is comfortable. Allow some time to open around the right shoulder blade. Then come back to center and move to the other side. Slide the back of the left hand across the mat. Lower yourself down. Come back to center. If you've been using the blanket, remove the blanket. And then rise to table. And once you come to table, walk your hands forward, find your kneeling plank, and lower all the way down to the belly. We're going to be coming into Sphinx pose. So once you come down, plant the elbows under the shoulders, forearms down on the mat, palms down. Let the fingers spread as wide as is comfortable. And then adjust the hips, maybe a little rocking from side to side. You can find the placement of the legs that feels best. I like towards the outer edges of the mat, so a little wider than hip width distance apart. For the next few breaths, press down through the tops of the feet. Feel the kneecaps lift, press down through the hips, press down through the elbows and the forearms. Find the feeling of lift in the chest forward, shoulders back. Lots of energy without changing positions. And then we'll stay in this shape, but let everything relax.
Option two, bend the knees, drawing the heels in. Option two, separate the hands a little wider, press down through the palms to lift the elbows. It's not where I'm going today. If you've chosen to lift and straighten the elbows, lower them back down. If you've chosen to lift the feet, lower the feet back down. And then we'll work the elbows out to the sides. Lower your forehead down onto stacked hands. Lift your head only as much as you need to switch the stacking of the hands. And then lower the head back down. And lift the head to slide the hands down next to the rib cage, press down through the palms to lift to a kneeling plank, and come back to child's pose. Keep your arms stretched way out in front, shoulder width distance apart or wider. Come back up to table, and then have a seat on the mat. Extend the legs out, adjust the hips, and cross the right leg over the left, planting the sole of the right foot outside the left thigh. You can keep the left leg straight, or you can bend the left knee, but we want to keep the hips fairly level rather than leaning to one side. So see what works for you. For me today, keeping the other leg extended is going to be a better option. Get ready to move into your twist. Right arm comes around behind. You can either wrap the left arm around your right leg or lift your left arm up. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, bend the elbow, pull the elbow down to press into the thigh, keeping the hand active. Gaze to the right or behind you. And come back to center. Keep your legs where they are for a gentle counter twist. And back to center and uncross your leg. Take that on the other side, cross the left leg over the right. And again, you can keep the leg extended or bend to the knee. Bring the left arm around behind, plant your left hand, and then find the position of the right hand that works best. Wrapping it around the leg or lift up and then pull the elbow down. Breathe into the twist.
Return to center. And find your gentle counter twist on this side. And back to center and unravel the legs, extend the legs out long. And reach your arms straight out to the sides from the shoulders. If you'd like, you can lift the arms overhead. The arms are overhead. Bring the arms back down shoulder height. And then arms out in front. And take a breath in. And as you exhale, fold forward. Let the hands come down to rest. If you'd like to make this an active stretch, you could pull the toes back towards the shins, maybe hold on to the feet or hold on to the ankles. If you'd like it to be more passive, let the feet relax. Let the backs of the hands come down to rest on the mat or on your legs. When you find the version of the forward fold that you need right now, and walk the hands back in. We'll find the large bolster, make sure that is close by. Come down to lie on the back. And we want the bolster fairly close to the hips. Once you come down, we'll root down through the feet, lift the hips, and slide the bolster underneath the hips. So the hips are elevated, the shoulders are down on the mat. And we'll pull one knee and then the other in towards the chest. And send the feet up to the sky. Adjust the position of the arms so that they're comfortable. They can be down at your sides. They could be straight out to the sides from the shoulders, maybe cactus arms, whatever feels good. We'll be here for just a few more breaths. Keep your legs elevated now, but bend your knees, and we'll bring the outer edge of the right foot, outer edge of the right ankle onto the left thigh. Might feel better to straighten the left knee. You might like to keep the bend in the knee. Either way, feel the left leg pulling in and allow the opening, the stretch through the right hip and glutes. Last couple breaths.
And we'll slowly unravel the legs. And take that on the other side. Bend the knees, cross the left leg onto, or the left foot onto the right thigh. And either keep the bend in the right knee or straighten. See where you can relax a little bit more. The last few breaths. And unravel the legs. And pull the knees in towards the chest. Then bring your hands down to press the bolster towards the foot of the mat, lowering the hips down to the mat. You can lower your feet down to the bolster, soles of the feet together to touch, knees open. Adjust the position of the arms, whatever's comfortable for you. And if you'd like to use the hands on the outsides of the thighs to bring the knees back up to center, do that. And then extend the legs so the bolster supports the legs. A little bend in the knee. Let your arms come to rest. Let this be your place of stillness, your Shavasana. If this position is not comfortable for you, or if you need any other movement before settling into stillness, by all means, make the adjustments that you need to make so that you can rest comfortably, feeling supported. With eyes closed, breathe in and breathe out. As you rest here, I'd like to share a quote. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away your worries. May the breeze blow new strength into your being. May you walk gently through the world and know its beauty all the days of your life. Smile and thank yourself for making time to take care of your body and your mind. Take a couple of long, slow, deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Now begin to reawaken, finding movement in the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles, and anything else that feels good. Bend the knees and roll to your side. Couple breaths on your side. And press yourself up to a seated position. Calm and centered, and ready for your day. Deep breath in, deeper breath out. Thank you for allowing me to guide you today. Have a beautiful, sunny, snowy Thursday. Namaste.